Top of the morning, creator. Day 15 of us building habits into permanent lifestyle change. That's what we're doing. You're building habits into a lifestyle. Doesn't that sound, I don't know, sublime? Lifestyle, that means it just folds into your day. That means you just carry it effortlessly with you. All these processes that we're doing together will just fold in, meld in, blend into your day. And it will get to the point where you make time for these things. If you have to be somewhere, you'll just get up earlier. That's how important it is to you. It's a preparedness. It's preparing yourself for the best possible outcome that your day can bring you. And we know that preparation, I had a friend, he's just a genius. He can pull down walls and create things and rebuild cars. And I used to pay him with beer, and he'd come over to my house and do work for me. And he was so much fun to be around. We used to have so much fun. I think I'll call him when I'm done here today. Anyway, while he was doing all this work and I was sitting there just, telling stories and entertaining him, he would say, it's all in the preparation, especially painting. Painting is all in the prep. You got to get that tape up. You got to do the tape right. And then you can free flow your painting. You got to get all the furniture out of the room. That's the negative blah, blah. Get it? You got to throw the drop cloths down. So you've got to prepare your space for creativity to flourish and flow. You've got to prepare your vibrational perch. You've got to tune up you and you together, that alignment, that seamlessness. You've got to consciously prepare, prepave. It's all in the preparation. And I'm sure you're finding that out already. And at this point, I'm preaching to the choir. Today, I would like to talk to you about imagination. No. Yeah. Because besides the fact that when you do all this work, you just feel better mostly, and you get your desires met more quickly and efficiently and with more fun, you also have access to a realm of your own making. Your home, your sanctum sanctorum, that place we visit when we meditate, you have the ability to conjure that up any place, anytime, anywhere. And that's your imagination. Einstein knew it. They didn't teach us that in school. They taught us E equals MC squared. But they didn't say that that Einstein, one of his most important quotes is, your imagination is the most important part of you. Play in there, be in there, spend time in there. He knew. Where the hell did E equals MC squared come from? Okay, so another Abe thing that kind of blew my mind. I remember the day they said, you know all those great thoughts that you think you're having? And I thought, yes, I do, because I have great thoughts. Well, they're not yours. What? You must be mistaken. No, they weren't mistaken. They were very clear. They are not yours. Those thoughts that burble forth, nope, they're not yours. Well, then who the hells are they? I mean, they're coming through my gateway, right? Yes. They're flowing into your consciousness based upon your desires, your inner being, the law of attraction, source energy, has taken everything that they know about you and has thrown this genius idea forward. for you to contemplate or play with or build on. So, in fact, you are participating. I don't want you to think, and Abe was quick to say, hey, you're not all robots, don't freak out, because I'm sure that the energy that came blasting back at them was a mixture of what, I'm being controlled now. This is some sort of freakish, I'm in the matrix after all. Blue pill, red pill, blue pill, red pill, right? You are how do I say this? It is about you that these ideas come forth. And of course, they're formulated specifically for you. And the other thing to know is the ideas that bubble forth from your imagination can only be as big as you're allowing. Ooh, that's right. They can only be as big as your belief system. Oh. So if you don't believe that you can create on the level of the gods, if you don't believe, let's say you say, oh, I want to write a book or I want to start my own business. If you don't believe you can do it, those ideas are, maybe they'll come forth, but then they're going to drop away because your belief is not in match with that. Although your inner being and everybody knows that you are a match, you just have to allow yourself to go to that place of believing. And that's what all this work is doing. We are upgrading our belief systems, right? Because now you can feel when you get stuck. You can feel when you get into a place of, oh, wait a minute, I'm not moving forward. I won't let myself. There's something in my way, an inhibited belief. So you are the one that created this bubbling cauldron of ideas and passions and desires. And then the law of attraction and your team takes that and then offers you an inspired idea. You know those. You know those inspired ideas. I had one yesterday when I was talking to you about doing an up-level course with all of you. Yeah, I'd kind of thought about it, but it was clear. It came flying in. And when I left you guys, I sat down and started writing, getting everything down that was coming into me that we get to do together. I mean, that was an inspired idea. It was so inspired that I blurted it out to you. Now, put myself on the spot, but it doesn't feel like I'm on the spot because I know I've got the support of the universe. I know I've got it in me. I know people want to hear it. That's where that's the word inspired. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. Inspired action versus motivated action. Okay, motivation comes from an outside source. That's your coach. You can do it. One more lap. That's motivation. Inspired, that comes from within. You feel it. It has a completely different cadence to it, tonal quality. It's not someone pushing you. It's you being pulled to. It's the wild horses can't keep me from doing this kind of thing. Not the I better do this or my coach is going to get pissed or my boss isn't going to be happy with me. No. And all that inspired movement comes from your imagination. That's your realm of creativity. That's your realm of ingenuity, of productivity, originality, because it's all you see, based on your desires, not only from this lifetime, but how many lifetimes we're living simultaneously. Let your head around that, We're leaping around doing a lot of things. We're a huge creator. We're not what we think we are, just one body, one mind. We are one mind, many, many things going on. Okay, levels and levels and levels. Like the multidimensional chess that Mr. Spock plays on Star Trek, right? We think we're just one level of chess. We're not. And we have access to all that energy when we learn how to focus and flow it. And the biggest thing that you can do is be an allower. That's, I have these certain things where I say, okay, this is what I want the most. And really what keeps coming to the surface is the thing that I want the most is to be the best allower that I can be. Because the more that I can allow, the juicier my life is. The more that I can allow, the more of a genius I feel, the more clever I feel. Oh, that's, and the more that because my imagination is where all my talent is, where my genius is, where my cleverness is, where my creativity resides. Of course, I want to allow all that to come forth in and flow through me. And then that wakes up my team. My team's like, look at, woo, got something to do today. Thank God. It's getting a little boring. So the meditation that we do is so important to sparking your imagination. And what we've been doing with our synonyms, our feeling synonyms, again, that's integral to your playing in your imagination. Because it's all the same space, right? It's your space. It's the provenance of all the highest and best awareness that you can have is from that space. It is your nexus of creation. And the more that you use your imagination, the more that you push out the boundaries of it, well, the feedback that you'll get, the feedback loop is incredible. I'm a fan of Game of Thrones. And although I don't want to get into the last season or how I feel about Dan and Dave, because that would take me from my happy place. But I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of George R.R. Martin. And the thing that really gets me with him is his imagination. This guy, he has characters that are as real to me as friends that I have. That's how good he is at developing characters. And you can think of a number of other, especially fantasy authors that can do the same, that blow your mind, that create languages, for crying out loud, right? Well, are they any different than you? Are they better than you? Do they have access to stuff that you don't have access to? No, not at all. Is Esther, her gifts, her channeling, her seamless alignment with the broader part of her and her posse of non-physical geniuses, is she better than you? No. You know what these people are? They're more practiced. They are more practiced. That's it. That's it. You just have to practice. And that's what we're doing here. We're practicing. And then you're going to be pushing yourself a little bit. You're going to be pushing yourself a little. Ooh, I want more. How can I push myself a little? So it's just about practicing. They don't have the keys to the kingdom. They're just good, really good at what they do because they practice the art of it. And practicing the art of being in your imagination as much as possible, oh man, not only does it feel amazing, you can be in a room with everybody screaming and talking and you can, boom, like that, boom, go in deep. And you can be chatting up your people or just floating in your happy space and be the observer to all that is around you. So let's get into our happy space. Let's put everything aside, get comfy and cozy in our chair or wherever we're sitting. And take 3 big inhales through the nose and exhale fervently through the mouth. And with each exhale, let it go. Whatever burdens you're carrying, whatever stiffness, let it go. With the exhale, just set it free. And close your eyes as you prepare to take a trip deep into you. Deep into the space of knowing. The font of creativity and creation. Your VIP section. Letting your eyes sink deep into your head. And now we're going to be looking through our eyes into our world, the world beyond this one, the world beyond our 3D reality, the world of creation. As our face relaxes, our forehead, our tongue sits in our mouth, your ears hang heavily, your throat and neck relax, your arms hang from your torso, laying in your lap, your lower arms, your wrists, your hands, your fingers released, relaxed. The chest moving to the rhythm of your breath. 3 in, 5 out. Responding, just responding to the breath, the body moving to the breath, with the breath. Pelvis is heavy, thighs, legs, ankles and feet. Mind is open to receiving and allowing. All the possibilities reside here, Creator. From every life, from the time beyond life, before life, from the eternal now, has no beginning, no end. Nowhere to go, nothing to do, but be here, now. Every exhale releasing me deeper into this space. What is familiar about this place to you? Has it become? Have you begun to discern the feelings that indicate to you that you're here? How does that present in your body? Those subtle feelings that announce to you that you are home. You are blended. Where your body loses its boundaries and where you float in the endless, expansive space of your God mind, your universal mind, your imagination. And when you look out with your mind's eye, remembering to allow your body to remain relaxed, what is it that you see? What is it that comes to you? Just opening to it, not reaching for it as much as opening to the visions. Maybe it's colors, shapes, shadows. All so familiar, isn't it? The sea of tranquility and fecundity. How can that be? How can something that's so fertile be so filled with this feeling of ease and flow? There's no clamoring here or sense of attachment. This is your allowing place. This is where you learn the art of allowing. This is where, once you get used to this feeling, you can bring it forth into your day. Anytime you need it. Dropping in, your sanctuary, your realm, your sovereign realm. You are part of the Godhead, Creator. You're not a visitor here. You're not a guest. This is your home. And when you come here, when you fall up into it, deep into it, there's no feeling like it. So now, just observing from a relaxed place, is there anything that you would like to bring with you today from here? A touchstone? Maybe something reveals itself to you. A coin or a feather or some sort of rock, an idea, a color, a feeling. And if this doesn't feel easy to you, let it go. Let it all go. This is about being discerning and incorporating what works for you. So as you start to bring yourself back into your human body, your consciousness fully back, wiggling your fingers and your toes and taking deeper breaths to awaken the body. That's right, body, time to participate fully again. Now that you've been adequately provisioned for such, this conscious resting is incredibly exhilarating and can get you through your day with an added fuel. You might be noticing this. And of course, your eyes, just looking out from behind your lids into your realm, starting with your peripheral vision, and then as they slowly open, allowing the fullness of your vision to take in all the colors, the objects, just noticing. Attracting. Wonderful. And now it's time for journaling. If in fact you did feel something different in your meditation, or not even different, something that's familiar to you, write about it. Write about what meditation feels like, what your realm feels like, what that sea of tranquility, your imagination, feels like. It's all the same thing. It's just been given different names for what it deploys. So your imagination gives you the ability to visualize, right? And play around with characters and places and scenarios in your head. That's your imagination. But your imagination is in your realm, in your sea of probability and possibility. So write about that. Write about how it feels to dive in there, to float there, when your body just loses its feeling of body and becomes one with the space that it's in. And how you would like to bring that forth into your day. Use your descriptive words. Get the synonyms going. Descriptive, feeling words. Become artful in your descriptive process. That will aid you so much. Okay, Creator. I'm out of here. Until tomorrow. Ciao.